What up, though? What up, though? What up, though? It's your boy, Billiam. I know y'all been like, boy, where you been at? Boy, hey, man, you know, I've been having a lot of stuff to do. I've been trying to handle a lot of things so that my future can be set up the way it need to be. I'm about to tell y'all what was going on. So one day, I'm in there chilling. Everything's smooth. It's probably like 4 open rooms in this dorm. They bring in new intake. Y'all know I got to do my slight investigation and see who these people is before I allow somebody to come into my area. You know what I'm saying? I'm chilling down there, bro. It look like, and when I see this batch of people that come in, the first thing come to my mind is this finna be some BS, because it ain't nothing but young folk, bro. It's about 12 people. Now, of course, they can't all come in here because we don't even got 12 rooms open. But, bro, everybody that they walking with down the walk looks young. You know what I'm saying? Like, they look young, bro. And, you know, at these level 5 prisons, you know, younger people tend to get into a lot of foolishness, you know. So they stop in that dorms, and as they walk in our building, it's exactly 4 people left. I say, damn, all 4 of them coming in here, and I'm finna get a roommate. So I just say, you know, if I get a roommate and he's some BS, I just swap him out with somebody else in the dorm that I know cool. They come down there, 2 of the young dudes seem turned up, you know what I'm saying? The other 2 seem like they might be a little more so on the timid side, or just they might just be laid back people, you know what I'm saying? They ain't really saying much, they quiet. So it's me and one of my guys by the door. So the second they push through the door, the CERT team don't walk them in, they just let them in. So I say real quiet and low key, like I turn to the left because the officer booth right here, like I'm right in front of the police, but they can't hear what I'm saying, of course. But I just slightly turn to the left just in case they're trying to read my lips or anything. And I was like, y'all boys affiliated? You know, that's just the common question that you ask when somebody new coming to the door. Y'all boys affiliated? And I just turned slightly and asked them. And the very first dude said, me, GD, Big GD, Big GD. And he was doing like this. He like, GD, Big GD. So I look at his hand. I'm like, folks, what your name is? He like, Baby June. They call me Baby June. So immediately I point to my door. I say, go up there, go to such and such. And then, you know, we asked the other dude. I think 2 of them was a blood. One of them was a civilian. So the civilian dude, I helped him carry his stuff to his property. The blood dude, bro, had told them, you know what I'm saying? So my partner look at me, he talking about, that nigga talking about saying he GD, what is this? What is this? I said, bro, I don't know what he had going on, you know what I'm saying? So he asked me, he was like, you want me to go get the guys? I said, yeah, just go get one more person, 3 of us, that'll be cool. You know, because, and bro, in the prison, especially a level 5 place, number one, you're an immediate target the second you walk through the door, claiming any form of affiliation. I'm more so cool and laid back. It's a lot of things I don't care about. I always think about my life in the future, in the bigger picture. I'm not really thinking about it like he just came here saying he this and he threw up something that ain't that, or we finna beat him. I just don't think like that. But bruh who was with me, and 9 times out of 10, whoever he's going to get, they really think like that. You know what I'm saying? It's just dangerous, bro. Like, I think it's best for people to never join nothing. Just be yourself. Make ask you what you is. Nothing. Me. You know what I'm saying? So I get up there to the room. Bro coming behind me. The other dude come walking. He start tightening up his boots. So ain't no telling what bro done told him we finna do. And he like, yeah, when I walk through the door, he like, yeah, bro, for sure. My name Baby June, GD, you know what I'm saying? So when he put his hand out, I try to do it with him. And, you know, he didn't do what he was supposed to do, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, that what's up, little bro? So, you know, once he came in, we pulled the door up, put a thick sock at the end of the door so we could pull it hard without it really locking. I told bro who was with me at the door to do security, to stand close to the door just in case Baby June try to run out the room. You know, he ain't gonna let him run out. And I just told him to do that because I know he a little shot out. Like, he the type of just swing, he'll do something stupid, you know what I'm saying? The other dude, he a little shout out too, but not as a shout out as bro. So, you know, I go to asking him certain questions. And certain things, of course, I'm not going to say exactly what it was I asked him. But I'm just like, okay, what's your name, bro? He like, Baby June. I say, June like the month? He like, yeah. I'm like, where you from, bro? I'm from the city. I say, the city as in Atlanta? He like, yeah. I'm like, okay, you know, then I go to asking him some things and nothing is matching up. But what he keep mentioning is Big old June G, that's my brother. Big June G, that's my brother. And all of us have heard of Big June. Big June is I don't know if the word legendary is a right name. I'm not sure if I'm gonna go with legendary, but he's a well-known member throughout the state. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of people that know him and respect him, and he has a very high level of ranking. You know what I'm saying? So he keeps stressing Big June is his big brother. Big June is his big brother. So I asked him, how old you is, bro? He 20. I'm like, how much time you got? He say 20. I said, God damn, you 20 years old with 20 years. So I asked him, have he been somewhere else? He said, no, the only prison he's been before this is Jackson, which is the diagnostic prison. So I'm like, okay, for sure. So I'm like, hey, we need to holler at your brother. You can't contact him directly. So he's like, hell yeah, that's my brother. He be getting knocked off with his phones though. I probably could call Mom Dukes if one of y'all let me use the phone. So I pull out the phone ASAP, give it to him. He called somebody, I guess his mama. He talked to Mom Dukes. She gave him a number. He called, and it was really Big June. It was really the guy that is very well respected. Big old GD. He's very respected. So he get on the phone, you feel me? He like, yeah, my little brother ain't never, he ain't never been plugged in for real. He was like, but I do want that black umbrella over his head. I do want to make sure he's straight, and ain't nobody in there doing nothing to him. He was like, man, my little brother ain't no hoe. Ain't nobody just finna do nothing to him. He gonna go. He gonna handle business. You know what I'm saying? So, I let him know, like, yeah, that's a fact, and that's not a problem. But you do understand him coming in these type of environments, claiming things, and throwing up the wrong signs, and doing handshakes wrong. Bro, that a lot of people may not have caught on to you like we did. You know what I'm saying? They may have took another route. You know what I'm saying? And then he started getting on his own little brother ass. He like, bro, I told you stop doing it. So the only thing I'm thinking in my head is, if your big brother, this big old well-respected gangster, and you his little brother, and he like, yeah, he on go, he ain't no hoe, he this, he that, and why you getting on his case so hard about claiming this organization? Why haven't you never officially put him down? That's what's running through my mind. Like, this is a little suspicious, you know what I'm saying? We get off the phone with Big June. I called the guy that is in positioning over me and just, run by everything to him what just happened. He says a green light, because, Big June, we're going to take his word. We're going to ride with him. But at the end of the day, there's a certain hierarchy that, whenever everything is structured as it should be, that you got to go by. So, if my guy here at this prison said F Big June, then we got to buck on what he said, because this is the structure we're partnered with, you know what I'm saying? So I'm just, I'm talking to little bro, and I'm just telling them, like, bro, even your big brother said it. You don't need to be going around telling people this. He let us know to look out for you, make sure you Gucci, make sure you smooth or whatever. But at the end of the day, bro, you're not this. You know what I'm saying? So he was like, man, bro just be tripping, bro. Bro just be feeling like I'm too hot-headed. He be saying that, bosses don't move like this. You supposed to move a certain type of way. He was like, but man, come on, man. Bro, know what's going on with me, man. This shit running my blood, CBL, man, I'm about to tell you some real shit, bro. So I was looking at the young man. He a young dude. He about my height. He's skinny, though. He, like brown skin, low haircut. He got scars on his forehead, so I don't know if he done got flipped before or what. I don't know where it came from. And I looked the man in his eyes, and guess what this man tell me? Man, I die about this shit. I'm like, what the fizz? You a die about it? Nigga, you ain't even a part of it. I'm gonna die about something I ain't even a part of. But that's what he said. He said, man, I die about this shit, bro. So I'm like, hey, bro, you feel me? Then I was telling him, like, bro, that what you did when you came in here, don't be doing that no more, bro. Because I know some people that's serving the rest of their life in here that know they will die in here behind this group. And you coming in here claiming this group and throwing it up wrong, bro. There's people in here that will probably hurt you very badly behind that. You know what I'm saying? So he like, yeah, I understand. It's all good. Woot, woot, woot. So, I leave out the room for a minute, let him get settled. The two guys who was with me, they don't like him off the dribble. They gonna respect it because of Big June, but at the end of the day, Man, hell no. This nigga basically just get a cakewalk. He get to get protected and looked out for and ain't did nothing in the name of this. Ain't put nobody on the door, ain't bust nobody, ain't fought nobody, ain't did nothing. He ain't contributed to nothing. And he just get a free pass, and I'm just telling him like, well, bro, you know how that go, because just the same way me and you be thugging together, you know, if you get transferred somewhere and go somewhere, and your little brother that's a civilian come in this dorm, and you tell me, C-Bill, make sure he good, I'ma feel obligated to, bro. So, I mean, it just is what it is, you know what I'm saying? So he like, yeah, whatever. So, bro, Baby June just, I think it's his age and that he slick wants somebody to go behind his brother back and try to put him down, because everything, bro, like, it don't matter what it is, it's something gangster comes out his mouth. Like, I was out there on the range chilling. He come out there, damn, big bro, this all you do all day? I said, man, I get me money when people want to buy something, you know, but besides that, I chill, bro. I mean, ain't nothing else to do. He like, how much time you got? I'm like, I got 9 years. He like, okay. Out the blue, it's somebody on the big floor, walking across the big floor. That fuck nigga mugging. He looking crazy. Bro looking crazy. Man, Sal won't go hit his ass. I was like, listen, bro, we not doing that, bro. We're not doing stuff like that. And I say, now listen, I'm gonna tell you this now. You know, your brother is that guy. He got a lot of pull. But, you know, if you go to doing things that can cause some form of friction or something that can jeopardize certain things with the people I got love for, bro, that protection thing will be snatched away from you, bro, and won't nobody here have your back, bro. I'm telling you how this work. You know what I'm saying? So he like, man, like he ain't studying. I slick started wondering if he was a little slow for real. You know what I'm saying? He don't look slow. You know, you can kind of look at a person, you know, that's a little, you know, and kind of tell, but he didn't look like it at all. You know what I'm saying? But I just was wondering like, damn, is he slow or something? Like, you don't comprehend, you don't understand what I just told you? So we sitting there chilling on the range, so you see the CERT team walking up to the dorm. So they got a piece of paper in their hand, and you know, everybody let them know CERT team on the floor, CERT team coming in. So when the CERT team come in, they call somebody's name. So I look at them, I'm like, that's you, folks? I'm sleep hoping it is, or they take his ass up out of here. He like, nah, that ain't me. So it's one of the 4 dudes that they brought in. I guess they had it swapped. They was supposed to bring somebody else in, and instead they brought him. So when the dude came out, it was one of the young dudes, one of the blood dudes. And they was like, pack it up, we put you in the wrong dorm, and somebody else supposed to come in here. So he like, I bet. So he go to packing his stuff up, they take him out. Bro, when he leaving out the dorm, I don't know what happened, what goes on. All I know is I'm sitting up here trying to talk some sense into Baby June. And all I hear is, oh, GD nigga, I ain't going for that no more. So I'm like, shit, bro. These folks just won't stop. It's always something, bro. So it coming from downstairs. So I look over the range, and I see a GD, and I see a blood that was in each other's face kind of arguing. Then you saw a couple of more bloods kind of went down there. So I go walking down the range this way. And, you know, a couple people I run with, you know, I like do the head nod. They come walking with me. We all go downstairs. So they doing this. Both of them just doing this yakking, just screaming and stuff. We like, whoa. So I kind of jump in the middle of them, but I don't push them both apart. I more so push my guy closer to this side. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, what the hell going on, folks? So he like, man, he got me fucked up, bro. This man sitting here talking about he gonna pay me when he pay me. Man, buddy been owing me. I ain't going for that no more, bro. Now I feel like you trying GD. So I push him off in the room, because when you say that, when you say stuff like that in a dangerous prison, what it does is it turns it from a one-on-one thing where y'all arguing about some chips or some damn honey buns into a group thing. And, you know, when I be telling people don't join the gang, I think it's lame, blah, blah, blah. Nigga, can you imagine getting stabbed up in your face? Can you imagine losing your life and the prison got to call your mama and say, your baby dead? Oh, wow, what happened? Oh, shit, some nigga that he don't even know that he just met last week, but they're part of the same gang, was arguing with somebody over 200 buns, and he rolled with him and got killed. Like, bro, can you imagine losing your life or losing the rest of your freedom behind some bullshit that got something to do with somebody else? And y'all wonder why I say don't join nothing. But anyway, we push him off in the room, and I tell him, I say, listen, folks, you can't be saying all that. This GD, no, it's not. Nigga, that's your property. That ain't got nothing to do with everybody. I mean, it got something to do with everybody, but I'm just saying, in a sense like that, it turns it from you and him to blood GD, and it don't need to be a situation like that. You know what I'm saying? Bro, while we in here talking, the guys who outside, they done started arguing with them folks. I'm like, oh my goodness. I pull my candy bar out, but I cuff it like to the side like this. I step out the room. I'm like, hey bro. I'm trying to tell them like, y'all chill out. Y'all folks is tweaking. We not finna do all that about no damn snacks he owe him. Let's get to the bottom of it first. You know what I'm saying? Before I could even say anything, one of my guys was like, so what we gonna do? We finna shoot it out or what? So immediately I run over there to him, grab him. I'm like, hey bro. So then the old school brother came down the steps. He real smooth with talking and helping, you know, get things situated. He run over there. He cool with a lot of the blood dudes. So he go over there talking to him. I snatch him up. I'm like, bro, you tripping, fuck? What is you talking about? You talking about we finna shoot it up? Like, bro, we not. He like, nah, them niggas talking crazy. Talking about y'all ain't talking about nothing, no way. I'm like, bro, we not doing that, bro. You know, the only thing I'm thinking about in this moment, nigga, I go home soon. We ain't shit, man. We ain't finna do all this. Old school dude, I see him talking to bro. He nodding his head like this, and then he come walking over here. He push up on me. He's like, CB. I'm like, yeah. He was like, shit, you feel me? They say, fuck all that. We ain't got to get the whole dorm locked down. We ain't got to pop. We ain't got to do this or this. But they said they want to line it up. They say everybody got to shoot one. They want to line it up. I'm like, shit, fuck it. Let's do it. So, you know, bro, go to doing the counting. Everybody, you know, I tell my guys, everybody go put on your fighting shoes. Put on your regular, you know, your shoes, your boots, whatever you got. Get ready to fight. Put that knife down. Ain't nobody getting popped with no candy bar. So when I go upstairs to get right, Baby June was over the rail, like looking down. So when I step in the room, he come in right behind me like, what they talking about, G? What they talking about? I'm like, ain't nothing going, bro. Nigga just finna shoot some ones, you know what I'm saying? He like, man, shit, I want in, bro. I want in. I'm like, you can't do that, little brother. Just chill, just relax, just enjoy yourself, bro. Try to get you some money or get in a law library. Try to figure you out something, bro. Like, this ain't the life, bro. This ain't the life. If I could rewind on joining anything, I would. I would never, ever have become a part of nothing. This ain't what you want to do with your life, especially in a high security prison, bro. This is just not what you want. He like, man, fuck that shit, big bro. Man, I'm Baby June, man. I hit, bro, for real. I hit, I shoot, I do whatever. So I'm like, nah, look, bro. You know what I'm saying? So I tighten my shoes up. So right when I'm coming back out the room, 13 coming up the walk. So everybody spread out, everybody, just to make the dorm look normal. Because if they see us like on some standoff looking type stuff, you know, they might, ain't no telling, they'll lock us down or something. I see them bringing somebody in the dorm. I'm like, buddy, look familiar here. Dark-skinned, chubby dude. He had a little baby afro. He come in, he go down to that room they put Buddy in, but I'm looking at him. I'm like, man, that look like my boy Memphis, man. That my boy from Memphis that be loving when I rap. He don't talk, though. He a mute. So when he would walk across the bed floor, I was like, Mel. And then he went to look, he looked up at me, he was like, you know what I'm saying? Then he went down into his room. I can't really kick it with Memphis right now because I got to go address this situation. So, you know, once 13 leave off, we go back downstairs, and bro did the count. He said, hey, one of y'all gonna have to fall back because it's one extra of y'all talking to the Bloods. So the blood dude who was running the show with them, he told one of the guys, he was like, hey, you fall back, bro, because we got it. And then bro was like, man, come on, dog. Come on, dog. You know I got hands, bro. You know I be hitting. I don't like them GD niggas. No way, man. I'm trying to punch on something, man. Come on, bro. Make one of these other niggas who slick scared to go in there. Make one of them fall back, dog. Come on, man. I got the hit, bro. I got the hit, bro. So he was like, bro, it ain't enough of them, and we ain't finna try to make nobody fight twice back to back. That ain't gonna be fair, bro. Before I can say anything, Baby June came running downstairs. Fuck that, let's do it. Snatching off his shirt. Nigga, you say you got hands? Let's see it then. Nigga, I got hands too. Nigga, come on, let's do it. I'ma shoot the one for him. So I'm like, hey, Baby June, listen, bro. And before I could say anything, he was like, man, come on, CBL. Come on, he want to hit so bad, I bet I beat his ass. Come on. So my guy was like, shit, let him do it. Fuck it. You know what I'm saying? So the blood dude was like, nah, he ain't GD, bro. So don't be bringing no civilian in this. You know what I'm saying? And then one of my guys said the famous, he GD today. I hate when people do that, but I mean, it just is what it is. And, bro, everybody went in the room. A blood had to pat down the GD. Then the GD had to pat down the blood. And they go in there and fight. Every single person had to go handle business. And Baby June went in there. Baby June beat the sleeves off dude who was saying he got hands and he got to fight and this and that. It took about 2 days before the chemistry to get back right with the Bloods, where it's like ain't nobody worried about nothing crazy. You know, it just flowed back in naturally. Bruh, Baby June just kept doing things, kept picking, kept saying things about people like he was trying to start some shit. Bro, I had to ask him, like, folks, is you trying to get something started? Do you think you really ready for a situation where it's a bunch of grown men that weigh 100 pounds more than you run around with candy bars trying to hurt somebody? Like, do you think that's something you really prepared for? He was like, hell yeah, hell yeah. And I'm just like, bruh, he was just saying a lot of things that wasn't true. Like, he'd tell, I ain't gonna say wasn't true, but it could have been dealt with a lot differently. You know what I'm saying? Like, Baby June would say something like, yeah, Bill, the way he was looking at you, or shit, he said this, that basically mean this. And I'm like, I don't know why Baby June is just so eager, you know what I'm saying, to get into stuff. So I'm gonna tell you something that was strange that I noticed. Now, since Memphis been in the dorm, like I said, a couple days don't went by. Memphis ain't really, like, I went and chopped it up with him after that situation was over with. He told me that he was on the tier program for about a year after that situation happened with the Bloods or whatever. And I thought they was trying to press him or something at first because he was kind of hanging out with a lot of the Blood dudes or whatever the case is. But he wasn't really coming around like that. Like, Memphis wasn't kicking it with me that much. He wasn't really, you know, I don't care. But I'm just saying, like, considering that I've known you from somewhere and we was cool, you used to love to hear my music, you know, he wasn't really doing all that. So I did take note of that. And you stabbed hella Bloods. And now all the Bloods your best friend. So I'm like, that's a little strange. But, you know, it's just something I took note of. One day, bro, this probably another day. So let's just say 3 days later, I'm sitting in there on the bed. I was slightly a little paranoid because something happened at another camp with some Bloods. And, you know, we were advised to be on point because we just don't know how this is going to turn out. While that's going on, Baby June walked through the door aggressive. CB, you ain't got no extra shoes. Bro, you need to tighten up. You need to get on point too. These folks tripping. So I grabbed the candy bar. I'm already paranoid because with the phone call I got, I'm like, what the fuck going on? What the hell you talking about? He like, man, that nigga down there, I just heard the nigga. They was talking about GD. I just heard the nigga with my own 2 ears say he finna flip CBL. I said, who? He said, man, that nigga you be calling Memphis. I said, he said he gonna what? He said he gonna flip CBL. I said, you heard Memphis say he gonna flip CBL. He said, yeah. I'm thinking in my head, motherfucker, Memphis can't talk. I said, you heard him say this out his own mouth. He said, man, I looked right at him, heard the man out his own mouth, said, I'm finna go up there and flip CBL. So I said, you got to watch part 2 to see what happened next.